It was an evening I will never forget. The sky was turning red, fading slowly into darkness, and the wind carried a strange silence, like something was about to happen, or had already happened. In the corner of my farm, near an old brick wall, stood my most prized possession, a red Arabian horse, strong, majestic, fearless. But today, he stood tied, a rope around his neck and restraints around his back legs. To anyone passing by, it would look wrong, even cruel. And honestly, maybe it was, but no one knew the full story. No one knew what I had seen. This horse wasn't always like this. There was a time when he was the soul of this land. I still remember the day I got him. People came from nearby villages just to see him. His coat shined under the sun like fire. His movements were smooth like water, and his energy unmatched. They said, "Take care of him. This one is not ordinary." At the time, I smiled. I thought they meant he was special. I didn't realize they meant something else. From the very beginning, he showed signs of intelligence, not just obedience, but awareness. He understood commands quickly, reacted to my voice, and even seemed to recognize my emotions. If I was calm, he was calm. If I was stressed, he became restless. It felt like we were connected. Every morning I would let him run free across the fields, and every time he would run like he owned the world. His hooves hitting the ground echoed like thunder, and for a moment, everything felt alive. He trusted me, and I trusted him. Until that night. It started with a sound, a faint, unusual noise, like something dragging across the ground. At first, I ignored it. Farms are full of sounds at night. But then, it got louder, and then suddenly, silence, complete silence. Even the wind stopped. That's when I knew something wasn't right. I stepped outside, my heart beating faster with each step. The moonlight barely lit the ground, but I could see him, standing in the middle of the field, completely still, not moving, not even breathing heavily, just standing. I called his name, no response. I took another step forward, and that's when he moved. Not like before, not calmly, not naturally. He slammed his hoof into the ground so hard, the sound echoed across the entire farm, once, twice, again and again, like a warning. I froze. This wasn't normal. This was the same horse that used to walk toward me with trust. And now he was pushing me away. His eyes, I can't forget his eyes. They weren't wild. They weren't angry. They were afraid. But afraid of what? There was nothing there, nothing I could see. That night changed everything. After that, he was never the same. Days passed, and his behavior became unpredictable. Sometimes he would stand quietly for hours, staring at the wall like something was there. Other times he would suddenly panic, kicking the ground, pulling back, breathing heavily as if something invisible was chasing him. I tried everything: better food, more space, less pressure. But nothing worked. The villagers started talking. They always do. Some said he had seen something in the night, something that scared him beyond control. Others whispered darker things. That horse is not normal anymore. You should tie him before it's too late. I didn't want to believe them. I didn't want to lose the horse I knew. But then came the day I couldn't ignore anymore. It was early morning. The air was fresh, peaceful, calm, just like before. I walked toward him slowly, holding the rope, ready to untie him. He looked normal, calm, silent. For a moment I felt relief. Maybe everything was over. Maybe he was back. I reached out. My hand touched the rope, and in the next second, everything exploded. He snapped, not slowly, not with warning, violently. His entire body moved with a force I had never seen before. He kicked the ground, pulled back, twisted his body, trying to break free. The ground shook. Dust filled the air. I stumbled back, barely escaping his strike. If I had been a second slower, I don't know what would have happened. That was the moment I realized This was no longer safe, not for me, not for anyone, and maybe not even for him. So I made the hardest decision of my life. I tied him, not just from the neck, but from the legs, to control him, to protect others, to protect him. Or at least, that's what I told myself. But every time I look at him now, standing there, silent, restrained, I feel something else. Guilt. Because deep inside, I still see the same horse, the one who ran freely, the one who trusted me, the one who never needed chains. Sometimes late at night, I hear movement, not loud, not violent, just slight, like the ropes shifting, like he's testing them, or maybe waiting, waiting for something or someone. And then I ask myself, what if I was wrong? What if he was never dangerous? What if something else scared him? Something I couldn't see? What if, instead of helping him, I trapped him, and now he stands there?